All right, everybody, welcome to your new coach kickoff call. Today is September 2nd. I still am racking my brain how it's September 2nd already. I can't even believe it. But here we are, beginning of a new month, and it's crazy. And I'm so excited to welcome everybody to the team. You're joining a really great team. I got involved with Beachbody about, 14 months ago, 16 months ago, something like that. And it has been the biggest blessing in my life. I started off with just wanting to lose baby weight so I could get pregnant again. And it kind of snowballed into this thing that without it, I don't know what I would be doing. I'd probably be pretty miserable. When we lived in Oklahoma, my husband's military. So we've lived in Tennessee, Oklahoma, and Washington. And when we got pregnant with Charlie in Tennessee, it was great and we were very happy. And then 3 months old, we moved to Oklahoma. And if you've ever been to Oklahoma, there's not much there. And I was a new mom, not working anymore, at home all by myself, and I thought I was going to lose my mind. And then we moved again, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I need to have a fresh start. So I thought grad school is the answer. So I started grad school. I said, I just need something to focus on besides dishes and diapers and kids. And grad school kind of did the trick, but it distracted me from Beachbody, which I found whenever I got to Washington as well. So in the past 16 months, I've had great success, not just physically with my transformation, but mentally. My marriage is stronger. I'm a better mom, a better parent. All of those things have really just completely turned around. And as we go through tonight, we're going to kind of give you the bare basics of what coaching is on the team. I'm going to share the screen with you a lot so you can see our team page. You can see everything's run on Facebook. It's kind of crazy, the capabilities of Facebook. You can see our team page. You're going to see your back office that you'll have access to, so you can kind of get the basics of it. This is recorded, so you can come back to it and watch it again if you need to. And then also, I'll be emailing you with some information after this, so don't feel like you have to take notes. So you'll be okay. I'll be emailing you with some information. So the first thing that I want to show you guys is your back office. All of you have access to this, whether you realized it or not, through Team Beachbody. This is what that $15.95 per month pays for. If you're active duty military, this is waived. So to me, it's the best $15.95 I could ever pay, because Beachbody handles all of your inventory, every little bit of it. It's not like I have piles of Shakeology in my garage and the 21-day fix that I'm dispersing out. People order everything through Beachbody, and then they make sure that they go through, and then they handle all the billing. They keep track of all your commissions, everything. So I'm going to give you a little tour of your back office, and I really encourage you, once I show you how to get in there, to go and look around. I mean, there's no right or wrong answer. Go look around. That's the best way you're going to learn. It's like learning a new website for the first time, or learning like a new program for the first time, like Microsoft Word, that kind of stuff. You only know it if you use it. So go in, explore, use your back button, all of those things. So that's the first thing I'm going to share with you, is your back office. And then we're going to go over the new coach checklist that was in the email. If you took a look at it, we're going to go over that. And then we're also going to screen share our team page with you, and a couple others. I'll screen share your coach training groups, which you'll be added into tonight after the call, so that you kind of know what to look for, all right, in all of those groups. And it's not quite so overwhelming. I don't like to throw you guys in those groups before I talk to you, because I want you to know what you're looking at, and I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. So the first thing is up is your back office. So I'm going to screen share with you really quickly your back office. So this is teambeachbody.com. This should look pretty familiar to you guys, because you guys all have access to this. When you go to the home page, if you just sign in, if you're not signed in, you just sign in. Just the general overview of the home page, you're going to see your screen name here. You'll see a picture of me here, contact my coach or whoever your coach is. Beachbody on Demand. This is where you can go, and they have goal trackers that you can do. You can go through and see all these different things. It's a wealth of information and resources for you to look at on that homepage. And again, just explore it, see what's there, see what you can do. And then on your back office, your coach office, if you go to the coach tab, then you just go to Coach Online Office. And when it loads, this is what comes up. And I know as a new coach, I looked at this and was like, oh my gosh, like, what does all this mean? This is ridiculous. I have no clue. This is what your coach training is going to teach you. We're going to dive in and talk about everything back here. And today I'm just going to give you an overview of your homepage, because there's a lot of resources in here, and don't feel like you have to know about it all at once, because I'm still learning things about it. I find things and I'll post in our team page and go, hey, did you guys realize this is back here? Go check it out. It's a great resource. So know that you're always going to be a student. You're not going to ever be a master at this. Melanie Metro, top coach in the organization, she's still a student. She's still learning. We have leadership calls with her a couple times a week, and she is still learning. She's learning from us. We're learning from her. It's a great organization to be a part of. So just when you look at your home screen, it should say your name here at the top, and then have your coach ID. Your coach ID is like your social security number for Beachbody. You'll end up memorizing it. So it's pretty fantastic. Your current rank, yours will say coach here, and qualification won't happen until you get up to the Star Diamond ranks. Your status should all say active. If you are receiving your Shakeology every single month, you will remain an active coach. So know that if you're getting your Shakeology, you have no problem staying active. For your upline sponsor, that should be my name or whoever your coach is. Upline Diamond Coach, whoever your Diamond Coach is above you. Maybe my name, maybe your sponsor. Same with your upline Star Diamond Coach. Down here on the left-hand side, we have what is called volume. And I'm only going to tell you the difference today between personal volume and team volume. When you go to the Team Beachbody website, if you look around in the shop category after you're signed in, you'll notice that you receive a coach discount, 25% off, right? You get that 25% off and it tells you your price, and then it says PV, and then there's a number next to it. Some of you were like, yeah, I've seen that before and I didn't know what it meant probably. So if you go through, for example, I actually just bought some things tonight. I wanted to get a couple of sampler packets of the new performance line for my husband to try. And it was 15 PV. So that means personal volume. And what that personal volume is it's anything that you purchase through Team Beachbody. The dollar amount is then transferred to volume points for personal volume. So think about it that way. It's just the dollar amount. And no, I did not spend $675. That's what you guys are thinking when you look at that. It's worked out a little bit differently. Also, whenever you have a customer come to you and purchase something, not as a coach, you just have somebody come, maybe they want to try that sampler pack. Maybe they want to try a workout program. Whatever they purchase through your account is also transferred to volume points. So if they were to go and they were going to buy the 21-day fix, maybe that's 45 volume points, that would go under your personal volume. So anything you purchase or anything a customer purchases under you goes under your personal volume. Now your team volume, don't worry about left and right leg left. We'll talk about that. Your team volume is anything that your coaches purchase. So if you think about it, anytime one of your coaches underneath you in the organization purchases Shakeology or anything, then that is put in your team volume because they're not a customer, they're your coach. So their volume amount goes on your team volume, not your personal volume. That's all I wanted to tell you about that because we could do an entire hour call just on volume. I just want you to know the difference between personal volume and team volume. Down here under your alerts, this will tell you when you have new coaches in your organization, when they rank change, new customers. You do have an email account set up through Beachbody. I don't use it. I use my personal account because a lot of times when you communicate with people through your Beachbody account, it goes to their spam. You don't want to not be able to communicate with them because it's in their spam. They didn't even know they got it. So I usually use my Gmail account down for all of my Beachbody stuff. If you want something I wish I would have done, I didn't realize that my business was going to get as big as it has gotten. I wish I would have made a completely separate Gmail account for just business instead of personal and business. So that may be something to consider, to make a separate account just for Beachbody in Gmail, Yahoo. I like Gmail because we use Google Docs a lot on our team for sharing resources. So just something to consider as you go through. Right here in the middle, this middle section here, I want you guys to, one second. Okay, so in this middle section, it talks about personal volume, that team volume. Remember, just know the difference between them for right now. The Success Club area. Success Club is Beachbody's reward system. pretty much. So whenever you are launching your business, you are working to hit Success Club every single month. And I was told very early on in my business, if you hit Success Club every single month, hey, Kara, you can mute yourself too on the phone. That way he won't even come through, and then he doesn't have to be quiet.
How do you do that?
Let me see. Well, I'm going to do it on my end for you.
Yeah.
So let me stop the screen share, and then I'll do it. We all have kids. We get it. Like, they're not going to be quiet even if we ask them to. So don't even worry about it. So I'm going to mute you like that. So you're good, Kara. And then let me go back to screen share. You'll get to be a pro at Zoom. Trust me. So back here for our Success Club. That way he doesn't have to be quiet. He can just play. Success Club is Beachbody's reward program. And I learned very early on in my business, if you're hitting Success Club every month, you're moving your business forward. Success Club is when you hit it by having one person buy a challenge pack. So many of you started with a challenge pack. So you bundle that Shakeology and the workout program. That's 2 Success Club points. Or if somebody purchases from you a Shakeology home direct order, which would be 1 Success Club point. So if you aim to help 3 people every single month with a challenge pack, you are going to hit Success Club. And that is going to cover your Shakeology every single month. I never want you to pay for Shakeology again. Ever, ever, ever. There's no reason for it if you're a working coach. If you help 3 people every single month, you will have your Shakeology paid for. Wouldn't that be pretty awesome to get your Shakeology paid for every single month? So that is something that is one of your first goals as a coach, is to hit Success Club so you never have to pay for Shakeology again, at least from month to month as you go through, because your commissions will then cover it. So Success Club for right now is a great thing. And Beachbody has great incentives for you to hit it Success Club. They're a very recognition-driven company. They really appreciate us as coaches. So this month, it's actually their best Success Club prize to date for hitting Success Club 5. Any coach who hits Success Club 5, which that should be one of your first goals for all of you, is to hit at least Success Club 5. You get the P90X2 base kit, so all the DVDs. You get the P90X base kit, all the DVDs, and then a bundle of P90X live workouts. So that's a huge incentive to me. That's about a $300 value that they're going to give their coaches who hit Success Club 5. So that's something to definitely shoot for, not just for obviously the prize from corporate, but because you're helping 3 people to really get back on their feet, to get back to that healthy lifestyle, because we have all experienced how amazing challenge groups are and how great they make us feel and how wonderful they are for us. So we want everybody to experience. I want to share this with everybody. Okay, that's why I invite people. I invite them to this opportunity because I want them to feel like I do. Also, your total personal home direct PV. This is your Shakeology. So my Shakeology ships at the end of the month, so that's why it says no right there. And you'll see once it does, it'll say yes, and it'll have a 90 there. So that 90 PV you hit for having your Shakeology each month, that 90 PV. That'll keep you an active coach for right now. Over here on the right is just coach breaking news, and this is from corporate. So corporate is very active with their coaches. They have branches. You can fall in different regions of the country, and they have mentors for certain ranks that you can call and mentor schedule calls with. They really want you to be successful in your business. They help you every step of the way. They have great events for us to go to all year long to help us be successful in our business. They really have our best interests at heart. I'll never forget, I met Carl Deichler in Portland a few weeks ago, and he spoke to all of us. And he said, I love when coaches come up to me and say, hey, Carl, I'm a coach. I work for you. And he goes, no, I work for you. He's a great guy. And, he's this little pint-sized guy. He's probably 5'5", and he is fantastic. And he really does have our best interests at heart. He wants us to be successful as we grow our own businesses. So if you don't follow him on social media, you should totally follow him on social media. He's great to follow and just get a boost of confidence from him every once in a while. But this is everything that corporate puts out for us, and it's pretty much just news and updates. So if you notice the Success Club prize that I just told you about, more information on it. Challenge packs, what's on sale this month right there. Beachbody Performance line. All of these types of things are just announcements. As a new coach, know that as your mentor, I will be putting out to you what I feel is important from there on our team calls every week, and making sure you know about the promotions and what Beachbody has to offer you for this month. But feel free to look through it on your own as well. The last thing I want to show you on the homepage is down here at the bottom. And I want to show you this FAQ area right here. So I'm going to click on it. The frequently asked questions are great because it's like a Google search, but it's only on Beachbody. So you know it's reliable. Can you guys see the new window that popped up? No? Okay, let me fix the screen share. I want to make sure you see it. Okay, so it's a great thing because it's a Google search just for Beachbody. So you know it's going to be reliable. You know it's not something that you have to wonder about if it's some critic or some guy who doesn't know what he's talking about with it. So let's say you wanted more information on the 21-day fix challenge pack. If you Google search it, it's going to come up with all the different things with 21-day fix. It's a great place to go learn new things. If you wanted to know more about Shakeology ingredients, all of those things, you can Google search it in your FAQ, and it's good. Well, it's not a Google search, it's a Beachbody search, I guess, but it's very similar to Google. All right, so I wanted to show you that. Sorry to go back and forth with the screen share so much. And then also along the bottom is the contact us area. The contact us is super important whenever you have a question for Coach Relations. You can either call them on the phone or you can live chat them, which is great. I prefer the live chat version because it gives me an emailed conversation of what I talked to them about. So that way I have confirmation numbers, cancellation numbers. I have a reference for it instead of having to write it down and try to find the random piece of paper I wrote down the confirmation number on. I have it in my email ready to go. If you have somebody sign up as a coach underneath of you, they need to contact Coach Relations. If they're just a customer, they contact customer service. All right, just want you to know how to get there, and you'll forget, and I'll remind you, and that's okay, but I just want you to know where it's at. Anytime you want to get back to your homepage, just click on the Team Beachbody right at the top, and that'll take you right back to your homepage of your back office. And that's really just a rundown of your back office. It's really quick. I want you to know how to get there, and I want you to just be aware of what you see when you go onto your first page. I really encourage you to get in here, look around, go through the tabs, look at everything, see what everything is, and then if you need to go back, just click this little Team Beachbody. It'll take you right back to the homepage, and you don't even have to worry about it. Questions for me so far about the back office? I know it's a lot of information. I remember my new coach call, I was like, I don't know what they're talking about. Okay, so we're just going to keep right on rolling through. The next thing I want to show you is your new coach kickoff guide, which was in your email. But if you didn't get a chance to look at it, that's all right. We're going to look at it now. Your business quick start. This is everything that was in your back office on paper form, pretty much. If you're a pen and paper type person, feel free to print this off and fill it out. If you have everything in your back office, for me, it was like, I can get to all that information in my back office, so I'm not going to worry about it. But I like to show this to you because it kind of shows you exactly where it goes. So know your information. That's your first step. We just went over all that because I showed you where your coach ID was. Your websites, you'll get those set up during your coach training. Your coach support team, where I'm your sponsor coach if you're working with me or whoever your sponsor coach is, and then the phone number for Coach Relations. You are more than welcome to follow Team Beachbody on social media. I really encourage you to do so. They have a lot of great information that they push out, and don't feel like you have to right away because it can be really overwhelming. But please, if you want to, go for it. If you love Instagram, if you love Twitter, follow them on all of there. Also, a great thing too is for YouTube. As long as it comes from Team Beachbody on YouTube, you know it's pretty reliable as far as like promotional videos, explaining programs, that kind of stuff. As long as it comes from Team Beachbody, you know it's pretty good. The National Wake Up Call, we're going to talk about that in just a second. And we're going to go through these steps, but you go through that in your coach training. So I don't want to be redundant with you. You guys are all adults. When you go through the training, you'll be able to do that. But this little blue box is what I really want to focus on right here. 3 vital behaviors of a Team Beachbody coach. And they are vital. These are the behaviors we're going to focus on in our coach training. Our coach training is 3 weeks long. And notice there's 3 vital behaviors. So that's 1 vital behavior per week that we focus on. And by the end of the coach training, you're going to be doing all of them every single day. So I'm going to start here at the bottom. Personal development. Personal development, when I came into Beachbody, I kind of fluffed off. I mean, coming from the teaching world, personal development, I interpreted as professional development, which means a boring meeting that I sit in once a week for a staff meeting, and it's taking away from things that I could be doing. And that's not the case at all. Personal development, if you listen to podcasts, you listen to Shalene, personal development is something that is going to help you, not just, it's going to help you emotionally. It's going to help you so much, just fill your cup and make you feel good. And you need that so much in this business. I know for my personal development, if I'm struggling with being a leader for my team that month, I'll read a leadership personal development book. If I'm struggling with my own journey because I'm 8.5 months pregnant and I can't do a lot of the workouts, I'm going to listen to something to help build on my confidence. Your personal development can really align with things. And my husband can tell, you didn't do your personal development today. I can tell, you're really grouchy. I can tell you didn't get it in. And usually those days I didn't, if he can tell. Likewise, it's just a really great thing. It gets your mind in shape, not just your body. Be proof the products work. You're already doing this. You already know one vital behavior that you do as a coach, and you didn't even know you were doing it. You are using the fitness programs. You're using Shakeology. You are proof that the products work because you're having great success with them. Being proof the products work does not mean six-pack abs, does not mean your goal body, does not mean a figure competitor. It does not mean that. Being proof the products work just means you hit play every day and you drink your Shakeology every day. You are an advocate for the programs. You're an advocate for the products. That's what being proof the products work means. So this vital behavior gets you really in shape physically. This vital behavior gets you in shape mentally. All right. Our third one is invite, invite, invite. And I like to think of this as reconnect, reconnect, reconnect. Build relationships with people, care about them, invite them to this amazing opportunity that you were invited to most likely, and that you had a great experience with, and you want to share it with them. Think of it as sharing the opportunity, not pushing it on somebody, not being naggy. So just you invite them and you share with them what has worked for you. And if you're doing your proof the products work and sharing it, and you're doing your personal development, this becomes much easier to do, the inviting to the opportunity. So these are our 3 vital behaviors, and we're going to be focusing on them more in your coach training as you go through it. The National Wake Up Call. This is a mode of personal development. It's fantastic. Like I said, corporate is here to help us every step of the way. So on every Monday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific Time, I know it's a horrible time. I rarely make these calls live. They have a top coach in the organization, a celebrity trainer, someone from corporate giving you advice on your business, telling you what worked for them, what setbacks they had, how they're being successful. If we have a new product launch, for example, when we had 21 Day Fix Extreme come out, Autumn did a national wake-up call talking about what it was all about. The 21 Day Fix Extreme answered common misconceptions. They are there to help you, and they are great resources to go back to. Better yet, they're available on podcasts. So I can listen to them in the car. I can listen to them while I'm in the shower. It's fantastic. While I'm mopping the floor, doing dishes, and I can be filling my mind with things while I'm doing a mindless activity. I can be filling it with a mindful action like personal development. So Beachbody allows us to have personal development available to us on their dime. They provide us with that training, which is fantastic. So the national wake-up calls are a definite thing to go through. Like I said, the rest of this business quick start, you are going to go through in your coach training. So I don't want to overwhelm you with things or be redundant. You're going to go through that. I wanted you to really just know what the 3 vital behaviors were, that's what we're going to focus on in your coach training. And also about the national wake-up call, and that everything on here is in your back office, but it's a good visual to have in your back pocket if you need it. Now, the fun part, I want to share with you our team page on Facebook. You'll be added to this tonight, as well as your coach training group tonight. And the recording from this call will be in your coach training group. So when we go to our our Facebook page here, can you still see it? Yeah, I just changed tabs. You're good. Okay, so this is just my Facebook home screen. And as you go through, our team name is called Classically Fit, and I will add you to this tonight. And it's a little apple icon. on the side. This is our team page. It's set up very similar to a challenge group because it's just a Facebook group, but the way we participate in it is a little bit different than in a challenge group. If you notice, we have a cover photo every single month that changes out. Right now, it lists our promos for the month. So this month, the PIO Challenge Pack is on sale, as well as the PIO Kickstart, which is just PIO and a 3-day refresh bundled together, and then the 3-day refresh. And then our challenge, our Success Club prize for the month from corporate is on there. So great piece of information. The first thing I want to show you on our team page is it's very positive, okay? Very positive. So I'm helping you every step of the way. We have people, we have interactions, we have team collaboration happening all the time. I always compare things to teaching because that's what I did for years. And it's like when you go into a classroom and you're the new kid on the block and you have no idea what you're doing, but that one teacher comes up and he goes, here's my first weeks of lesson plans. I'm going to help you. I want you to go off of this and I'm going to share things with you. I'm going to share your resources with you. We're that team. We're the one who shares everything. We're the one who's going to help you when you're new. We're going to welcome you with open arms and make sure you're successful. We're not that old lady who's not going to share anything with you and just keep everything to themselves. We're not that person. We are going to help you every step of the way. So team page is very, very positive. That's what I want you guys to know. First thing I want to show you is our team calendar. I make this every single month for us. Oh, it's raining here in Washington, if you can hear it. Imagine, it's raining. But here's our team calendar. And like I said, it's just a Google form. I use Google Docs for a lot of stuff in our team calendar. You just have to click on the month at the bottom. So as you can see, new coach kickoff call is tonight, 8:00 p.m. Our paydays in the Beachbody world are every Thursday. My team calls that I host for my team are 8 a.m. on Saturday mornings. I know it's early, especially if you're not on the East Coast like me, but it's the only time that it's quiet in my house that I can actually focus. And when Matt is in the field or deployed or away, it's the only time that I have really to myself to make sure I can run an effective team call for you. So I'm willing to sacrifice my sleep for the greater good here. On Saturday mornings. And I try to do it early enough so you can get on with your day. You're not tied down at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday for a team call. It's done. It's out of the way in the morning. Those are all recorded as well. If you notice, those national wake-up calls that I mentioned are on this team calendar here. Everything that you need to know is on here. When our challenge group begins, when your Coach Basics begins. If you notice, all your new coach stuff is in orange. It's all color-coded. We will have a call for your Coach Basics every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It may push back a little bit, like 8:39, depending on, how Matt is doing. Because if he's home, great, he can watch Charlie. If he's not, then I'm going to be posting a recording for you guys to listen to because I can't do it with Charlie running around. So this month's a little weird because of the 16th right here when my baby's due. So we'll see how it goes as far as how things are shifted around. Know that every piece of information that you need is on here. And I have this done usually well before the next month because it's just a wash, rinse, repeat every single month. And you'll get really accustomed to how I run the team because it's very predictable. You guys need to know that to make sure that you can know, like, hey, invite to a challenge group. When does it start? You can look on the calendar and know exactly when it starts. So if you notice now, if we go back to our team page, this pin post at the top is pretty much that calendar laid out and expanded. The link to join the group, the points tracker for the group, the welcome emails, who's in the group, all right? Everything is laid out and it's just expanded from that calendar. This is a working document that we can add our challengers into so we know who their coach is, everything that's going on as we go through. So this is something that I'm usually not this on top of it with the groups all made and everything, but I wanted to get it done because I could have a baby at any second and I wanted all the groups made and ready to go as we go through. So everything in our calendar is in that pin post at the top. You'll see I'm very organized. You guys know what to expect from me. It's very straightforward as you go through. Another thing I want to show you on our team page is this file section. If you've been in a challenge group, that file section usually has meal plans and Shakeology recipes and all kinds of good resources in it. This has all resources for coaching. It has our 21-day fix approved recipes, All of our call recordings are here from Melanie Mitro because we get the privilege to be on her calls every single week because we're part of her organization. So her recordings are all on here. Great personal development. My team calls that I run are on here. How to work PicMonkey, which is just a photo app you can use on the computer to kind of collage pictures. Like, how do you do it? So some PicMonkey tutorials there. Everything that you can imagine. Some more personal development from Summit. Learning about the boost information, size information. Challenge pack price breakdown. So you don't have to scour your back office. When you're talking with somebody, you can copy and paste that into your conversation with them. It is the breakdown of the price for you. Like I said, everything in our team is working. We can edit this and it's shareable. And I'm not going to give you guys the tools to be unsuccessful. I want you to be successful as you go through things. Don't feel like you have to be a master right away because you're going to be learning the entire time you're in the group. So this is our team page. This is where all the coaches on our team are in this page, and they are there to help you. There's a lot of people on this page that are my success partners. We're part of the same bigger team, but they're in here, and we kind of run our team pages alongside each other. So we share each other's resources from our team page. So not everybody in this group is a personally sponsored coach of mine, but they're all part of our bigger team in Beachbody. The next group I want to show you is your coach training group. So you'll be added to this today. It's called September 7th, 21-day coach training. And this is your group as you go through. If you can see, I add my husband to all the groups as the placeholder before anybody else. He never logs onto Facebook, so don't feel like he's like watching our training. He doesn't even know how to get on. So this is your training group. And this is going to be your home base for the next 21 days starting on Monday. Tonight, you'll be added into this and get yourself familiar with how things are working and how the group is going to run. If you notice, your first day assignment is already on there. You can watch the video. It talks about goals, what everything is. New coach kickoff call. I'll post that recording as soon as this is done. We'll get that uploaded to YouTube and put in there. Your challenge group is going to, that you want challengers in, is at the end of the month. After your coach training is done, our goal is to have challengers for the September 28th challenge group. I'll run that alongside of you, and you'll be kind of like the apprentice coach in that group as we go through actually running a challenge group and how it works. I'll help you through that. If you've been in my dust off group, you are kind of familiar with a point system already. So we're going to be doing a point system for our coach training as well. And the top earner is working toward a free copy of Autumn's Cookbook Fixate, which is a great resource to have. And if you go through, it tells you how to earn points, and the video explains all of this, and also where you can go to check your points and where you're standing. And the point tracker is just a Google document. Your names are already on there, and it breaks it down by day. And you're probably looking at that and you're like, holy cow, this is a lot of information. It breaks down day by day, and you'll be just fine, I promise. Remember, we're going to breadcrumb it. We're not going to try to eat the whole loaf of bread at once. We're going to eat it crumb by crumb, all right? And really get you set up for success as we go through things. So your coach training, this is your home base for the next 21 days as we go through. And know that I'm really going to set you up for success. I made this curriculum myself. It's been tried for 5 months, and my business has really grown in 5 months, and that is a testament because coaches are being trained correctly. So know that I'm going to give you all the resources to be successful in your business as you go through. Questions for me about Facebook? How to access everything. I highly recommend when you go into these groups, whenever I add you into your coach training, when I add you into Classically Fit, I suggest you turn off your notifications because you're going to get overrun with notifications if you don't. So at the top of the banner here, just go here and just click it right to off. And you won't get any notifications. You'll still be able to see the group notifications over here on the side for how many new things are in the group, but you won't get that little red number at the top, all right? Because those can get overwhelming at times. Don't be afraid to turn off your notifications. It'll be your saving grace as you go through. So that's our Facebook page. I will be adding you into that, and I'll also be shouting you out on Facebook to kind of introduce to your Facebook world too, like, hey, I'm a new Beachbody coach and I'm going to start my training. So that's kind of a hard pill to swallow. You're like, I don't know how to approach this. I'll do it for you. It's okay. I'm going to give you a nice shout out and tag you in it so that kind of introduces to your Facebook world that you're starting this new adventure in your life. So what do I need from you? That's the next thing, right? What do I need from you? I've given you all this information. I'm going to add you into all of this stuff. What do I need to you? What do I need from you? This is what I need from you. 3 things. And don't feel like you got to write them down. I'm going to email them to you too. These are the 3 things that I need you to start in your coach training. I need you to come in either done or almost done with. Okay, so we start coach training on Monday. So that gives you the rest of this week and through the weekend to accomplish it. I'm never going to give you something and be like, have this done in 12 hours. I would hate that. Here's what I need from you. First thing, I want you to begin your coach training in your back office. We're going to, yes, go through our 21-day coach training together, but the coach training in your back office is really, really valuable. So I'm going to show you how to get to that right now and show you, and I'll give you directions in the email too, so don't feel like you got to remember, but I want to at least show you for our visual learners so you guys understand how to get there. So in your back office, just in our Team Beachbody here, I want you to go to news and training, and then training. And I want you guys to go through your getting started and your coach training. So when you click on that, when you click on learn more, it's going to tell you to do this, know this, here's how you learn how. So do this, connect with your upline coach, did it. That's what we did tonight, all right? Complete the business quick start. We went over that tonight, did it. Drink Shakeology and work out every day, got it. Invest in 10 minutes of personal development. This is your personal development for the day. You're learning about Beachbody. You're expanding it and learning more. That's your personal development. Getting started coach training. Well, that's what this is right here. This is what you need to know. And then here's how you learn how. They have videos for you. I really encourage you to go through these videos. It's going to give you another tour of your online office, teambeachbody.com. It's going to help you set up your profile and your websites. All right. So I really encourage you to do that. This training is going to help you do that. We will not be covering this kind of stuff in your coach training. This is what this training is for. So you're going to do the getting started. Then I want you to come over here to the coach tab and do the coach, because right now your current rank is coach. So as you go through this, again, do this, know this, learn how. This is where it gets a little bit more involved. It's going to be a lot of information at first. And no, you're always going to be learning. You're going to be confused for a little bit. Just know we'll help you sift through it and pull out the valuable information. If you notice, a lot of this stuff is they're like, do this now. Don't feel like you have to do this now. We're going to do this through your coach training. You're not going to sell 3 challenge packs tonight. You're going to do it over the course of the month as we go through your training. Here's what you need to know. And here's how we learn how. Notice there's more videos in this one, more things to work through. Just chip away at this slowly but surely, but make sure you do it. I know for me, I was like, oh, I want to know how to earn. I'm going to watch that video first. I want to know how, to do all of these other things. It's going to show you and now help you navigate your back office a lot and teach you kind of like the ins and outs of Beachbody. Okay. So work through your coach training. That's the first thing. The news and training tab, ready to appear at the top. Then training. And work through your getting started and your coach. All right. The second thing I need from you is I want you to make a list for me of 30 people. I know you're like, holy cow, Allie, 30 people. Think of 30 people who you think could benefit from this, because I guarantee that you've thought of people through your challenge group. People have maybe been a cheerleader on your own journey. People who have commented on things like, hey, you're doing great, keep it up. 30 people who you think could benefit from this, who could potentially join a challenge group from you. You'll get to 30 quick, I promise. Okay, so come up with 30 people and write them down on a list. Then I want you to make a schedule for me of your posts. If you notice, social media is a huge part of our business in Beachbody as a coach. If you go to my Facebook page, you'll probably see me post about 3 to 5 times per day, different times of the day, different content. Some of it's very predictable. I love to do a motivational quote right first thing in the morning. My evenings are usually about my family, and I like to put some food in there throughout the day too. So this is what I want you to do for me. I want you to come up with an outline of a schedule of your posts. It's really easy. Think about things you could post about. In the morning, I want you to shoot for morning, lunch, and evening. Or morning, afternoon, evening. Think about when people are on Facebook. When they get up in the morning and they're laying in their bed, okay, they're checking on their phone, their lunch break, and then right in the evening after dinner, when all the kids go to bed, they can finally relax for the night. Those are probably the prime time on social media. So those are the times that I want you to focus on posting. So I just want you to come up with 3 general topics. Do you want to do a motivational quote? Do you want to share a recipe? Do you want to share your workout, sweaty selfie, and say, I feel so good after getting it in? Do you want to share A tip that you learned about clean eating. Do you want to share your Shakeology? Do you want to share a cute family picture? Make sure there's a balance between your personal life and Beachbody. Nobody wants somebody who lives and breathes Beachbody. You can't relate to them. They want somebody who they can relate to on all levels, family life, personal, everything. So that's what I want from you, is just a rough outline of what your posts could be about. Don't tell me times or anything like that, just topics. I'm going to post motivational quotes. I'm going to post recipes, those types of things. And if you need help with that, go to my page. Look at what I post about. Once you're in our team page, friend request all the coaches in there and go to their page and see what they're posting about. That's what great coaches do. We go and we look at other coaches and we tweak it and make it our own. We look at successful people and we tweak it and make it our own. Go to Melanie Mitro's page, see what she posts about, all of those different things. So those are the 3 things that need to be. You got to outline with those topics that you could work into your day on Facebook, a list of 30 people who could potentially be interested, and then your coach training in your online office. I'll email you all that information. I just wanted to make sure I told you it before I emailed it to you. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. Do you guys have any questions for me about anything? If you don't, that's okay.
Do you, like, every day, do you check that back office, like, news ticker, like, every day? What are, like, the top, like, 3-5 things you do every day?
Every day what I do, and obviously when you're coming in as a brand new coach, like, your goal is to get started, right? So your day is going to look much different than mine because I have an organization that I'm running. But my go-to every single day, what I do is I have a running list of, I check in with my challenge groups. I check in with my team page, make sure everybody's kosher and square. I do my 3 vital behaviors, so that invite, personal development, product to product. And I make sure that I check into my back office once a day, maybe not necessarily looking at the news ticker, to make sure that my coaches are set up to maintain their rank, to make sure that they are set up for success, make sure my team is doing well. Okay. But and we're going to help you as you go through your coach training. We're going to give you a business tracker that you're going to use. It's going to be a checklist that you check things off as you go. So you can feel, oh, I did my personal development today. Check. I did my workout today. That's a check off, because that is part of being a coach, is making sure you're pushing play every day. All right. Did that help answer your question, Heather?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Any other questions? If you don't have them, that's all right. I remember sitting on my call being like, I don't have any questions, but I had a million questions, going through my head that I didn't know I had yet. So tonight I'm going to upload this recording into our coach training if you want to go back and listen to it or look at things again. And I will also be adding everybody into our team page and also our coach training group. So look for those notifications. And I probably won't give you a shout out tonight on Facebook. It'll probably be first thing tomorrow, welcoming you to the team. And I'll also give you that same shout out in our team page so everybody knows you're there. And you'll see really quick, we all work together and we're all a really great team. It's a very welcoming community. And I'm really excited to have you guys on the team. And you guys are all going to be successful. And I'll make sure I can give you the tools and I can tell you how to do it, but it's really up to you to implement. All right. All right. Any questions before we go? All right. It was great chatting with you guys. I will let you go because I know it's getting late for all of you and I'm hungry. It's dinner time here. So I'm going to let you go. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to message me. I never go to bed without responding to a message because that's just my OCD. For me, I can't wake up to a full inbox. So just let me know if you need any help or any questions. All right. Okay. And I'll get that email to you too for your kind of calls to action. Okay. All right. Talk to you guys later. Have a great rest of your evening. All right. Bye.
Thanks, Allie.
You're welcome.